Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NovaCare Complex. Eagles Insider Dave Spadaro with Howie Roseman. On this Tuesday, and the Eagles making a big trade just before the trade deadline, getting Golden Tate, wide receiver to Philadelphia, third-round draft pick in 2019 to Detroit. Howie, let's first talk about Golden Tate, the football player, and what you wanted in him and what you saw in him, and why is he such a good fit?
Bringing him in. Golden Tate.
Golden Tate.
Yeah, bringing the ball in.
Yeah.
Golden Tate, incredibly productive player, versatility, can play inside or out, really strong with the ball in his hands. His run after the catch over the last 5 years is up there with the best in the National Football League. And really the competitiveness, the skill set, the quickness, the ability to win now, it's exciting for our football team to add to our set of weapons.
It certainly, I guess, would change the dynamic of how defenses play this offense, right? You've got to really account for Golden Tate.
No doubt. I mean, the production that he has speaks for itself, and you add him to the pieces that we already have on the field. It gives our coaching staff the ability to mix and match, give defenses different looks, and really excited about the possibilities here.
4 years in a row, Golden Tate has had more than 90 catches, on pace for more than 100 catches this year. I don't think a whole lot of people outside of those who really study the game, because he's kind of been buried a bit in Detroit, know how good he's been. Is he is he a vertical threat, Howie? Is he a catch and run guy? Is he all of the above?
He can run the full route tree, and I think that's what's exciting about putting him into this offense. And I know a lot of the questions are, how does this affect Nelson specifically? But Nelson has the versatility that Golden has, where he can play inside, he can play out. Alshon can do the same thing. And when talking to Coach Peterson, his vision for all these guys is interchangeable, and not just having one guy line up as the X receiver, one guy in the slot, one guy as a Z, is really having guys mix and match and move pieces around. And he gives you that versatility. He's also been a returner in his career, so our fans are going to love Golden Tate.
A high price to pay. A third-round draft pick for a player who's on the final year of his deal. I know fans wonder about that, and they want to know, asking for the fans, can this be a player that you keep around for years to come?
For sure. I think one of the benefits of getting a guy like this is you see him in your system, you see him in your culture. We did that with Alshon and Timmy. You know, we had them here on one-year deals, and we got to know them, and we said, these are guys we want to keep around. In terms of the price to pay, you know, that's the cost of doing business in this day and age, and the market sets what the price is, and you can try to win the trade, or you can try to get really good players. And for us, our commitment to our fans, to our ownership, to Jeffrey, to our coaching staff, to our players, is our foot's going to be on the gas, Dave. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to be trying to win every year. At the same time, we have a bunch of picks next year. We understand we have a 25-year-old quarterback, but the only year we can win is this year, right now. And we have our eye on both things at the same time. You know, we're doing parallel tracks where we're doing whatever we can to win this year, but we're not going to sacrifice the future.
Right.
But I promise you one thing, next year we're going to try to win again. And the year after that, we're going to try to win again.
You mentioned in the press conference, Howie, that this is fun, what's kind of happening in the NFL, the trade deadline. What was the action like for you in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's it's our job to make sure we speak to every team and we inquire on every single player that we're interested in. And sometimes you're shooting and you're shooting high, and but you don't know unless you ask. And so I'm sure you can imagine that we're aggressive with our asks and try to make sure that we're covering all our bases so that no one gets moved that we haven't asked about or that we haven't inquired about that maybe we would want. And then by the same token, you know, we started these conversations a few weeks ago. They had a high value of the player, understandably. You just talked about his production. And we had to make a decision whether, we wanted to get what we thought was really good value, or we wanted to get what maybe was market value and the player, and we chose that.
Howie, your perspective of the NFC East, the Cowboys get Amari Cooper, the Redskins get big safety help with Clinton Dix. The NFC East just took a big jump.
Yeah, it's competitive. The NFC is competitive, no doubt about it. Teams are off to hot starts, and we just want to make sure that for the stretch run, we're putting our best step forward. We anticipate we're going to get some guys back who've been banged up in the early part of the year. This is a great time for a bye week, certainly coming off a victory, and then maybe getting some guys a time to heal and get away and make this push. But we have a lot of confidence in our football team. We have a lot of confidence in our coaching staff, this organization, and we're going to all rally behind it. And most importantly, we're going to be home playing the Dallas
I know, it's
Cowboys
great.
on Sunday
I know
Night
it's going
Football.
to
It's gonna
be
be
great.
exciting.
Can Golden Tate get up to speed quickly enough to be on the field for that game and hopefully make an impact?
Yeah.
Obviously, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not a.
Yeah.
Well, if we're explaining it to fans, they don't know how it works.
Yeah, Dave, I think one thing is we're not playing on Sunday, but even if we are playing Sunday, you're talking about a veteran receiver who, by all accounts, is tremendously smart and has a great work ethic. And throughout the course of your career, you get your experiences in offenses where the concepts are really the same, and you just kind of put the words to them. And we have a lot of confidence in our coaching staff. They feel very confident they can get them up to speed quickly. I think it's different than when in camp and you're learning the whole playbook. Now it's game plan specific. And again, because of this little time lapse, we got a little time to get them up to speed and get them raring to go.
Great stuff. Last year it was Jay Ajayi who made a difference, certainly helped the Eagles win the Super Bowl, and Golden Tate, a proven player, a veteran player, and also, from what everybody says, great in the locker room, great work ethic, just kind of the whole package.
This guy is Philly made.
Yeah.
I mean, his work ethic, his competitiveness, his determination on the field. You watch him break tackles and just, his his willingness to do whatever it takes to do whatever it takes. Former Super Bowl champion as well. And just talking to him today, his excitement level about being in this city, being part of this team, our fans are going to love Golden Tate.
Howie, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great bye week. Take a day or two off if you don't mind. And let's get ready to beat the Cowboys. Thanks so much for joining us. Howie Roseman, Dave Spadaro, thanks so much.